Hi, friends. Okay, there's a loud sound coming in 3 seconds. You guys know the drill. Three, two, one. Hi! Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another Ticking Together live stream. I am very grateful to see some familiar faces and new faces here. How is everyone doing? Hello, Mark West. Hello, Shauna. Hello, Anita. Hello, Mond. Hello, Safia. Hello, Kayla. Hello, Ash. How is everyone? Hello, Rose Dog on Twitch. Hello, Little Me. How is everyone doing? I was feeling mega, like beyond lonely, and thought I would come on stream and just chat for a little bit, hang out with you guys because I've missed you. And I really love hanging out with you guys. Jeremy, that's very fun. Anita's gonna be silent. Okay, no worries. Safia, I am good, and you? Kayla's good, Mark is good. I'm okay. It's been kind of a frustrating day. I got rice, if we're being real. My health is not super good, like low-key. I'm not gonna get into it, but like besides the Tourette's, like the Tourette's is literally the least of my worries right now. I have a lot of things going on and mega struggling, so we're just gonna try our best to be positive, because that's a good thing. Being positive is good. It's 10:30 for Mark. Can you refer to me as Spike? I will try my best, but if I forget, please forgive me, just because I got rice. I don't always remember. Hello, Emery. Hello, Vashti. I have a cough tick. It's awful. I'm sorry, IA. That sucks. I understand having ticks that are just beyond annoying. So I feel for ya. Jeremy, my dad is working the night shift tonight, so no need to be quiet. I'm basically home hanging out without anyone. My mom is in the basement. My brother's out with friends. So I have the luxury of being myself. So yeah. Rose Dog Cat says, how are you? As I said, I'm okay. Oh, you guys, my dog is ringing the doorbell. Be right back. I apologize. I'll be right back. Sorry, I didn't even warn you about the noise, you guys. I'm slacking. But I'm back. My dog is outside. It's snowing, and so she rang the doorbell to come inside. Because who wants to be outside in the snow, am I right? That's a relief. Never wish to do anything for granted. Definitely, Jeremy. Yeah. But I thought we could just hang out tonight, do a little bit of a chat again. I got accepted to a dance competition. Oh, but your FND is really bad. Oh, any tips on stage fright? Stage fright for me, at least what I find is like when I do it, like when I get in the zone, I got rice. It's easier once you just kind of rip the band-aid off and do it. So yeah. Emery, it's okay, thank you. I have a tick that makes me rock back and forward. I have a tick like that too. I have many, many ticks, you guys. But that's just that. I thought we could talk about, like, for those of us in chat, we could talk about some tick-related things today. If you guys are so inclined and would like to help me kind of gather some insight for a future video. I got rice. I really wanted to talk about ticks and premonitory urges. So I was talking to my fiance Will about this. And we were trying to discuss, like, how often when we tick, how often we get a premonitory urge versus how often we don't. If that makes sense to you guys. And if you relate and if you understand, like, I would love to, like, start a discussion about that. If you do have tics, I would love to know how often you get a premonitory urge versus how often you don't. How often the tics just come out. Because I often will feel the premonitory urge before I tick. But there's, like, I'd say, I was talking to Will, as I said, I'd say about 80% of the time I get a premonitory urge. And maybe 20% of the time I don't. Did you see my video suggestion on Discord? I did, Emery. I did see that. I just I have not made a sit-down video for a while. As I said, I'm not feeling good. Like, and I hate to, like, to use that as an excuse to not make content, but, like, I have been feeling real bad lately. I've been getting new diagnoses. I've been feeling really awful. I got rice, and so I haven't been in the mood to, like, get my makeup done and sit down and film, you know, and edit. Like, it takes so much more energy than just doing a live stream, which is why I've been trying to do more live streams lately. Because it's just easier to not have to get all, like, ready and do in the zone. I've just been feeling so sick. And I know that's, like, annoying to, like, hear, I think, but, like, it's been really struggling. Not Tourette's, but yeah, I get tics. I got rice tick because I watch you so much. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is because of echolalia. I suppress a lot because my family doesn't believe me. I'm sorry, redacted. I've never experienced my family not believing me. And I wish I had tips for that, because I have other people that don't believe me. But I guess the tip I could say is just, like, be yourself. And at the end of the day, you know you more than anyone else. And you just have to look within yourself and realize that you're being valid. And if they don't believe you, that's their problem. Brittany! Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Brittany Taylor, hello! I'm so glad to see your name in chat. How have you been? It's so good to see you here. Anita, hug, thank you. I got rice. Will says, I'll say here, I'm about 80% to 20%. No urge to urge. Yeah. Mond says, I actually rarely get the feeling. One of them I always get this feeling before it, but otherwise not at all. Very interesting. Rose Dog Cat says they don't normally have an urge to tick. It just happens. Yeah. I mean, like, it's kind of tough. I feel like because I really understand my scenario and, like, I understand the feeling I get before I tick, that I think I do get a premonitory urge, but I don't think it's as, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. One's own health is more important than live streams. Thank you, Jeremy. Iceheart, hello. Pigeon, hello. Teresa, hello. I appreciate the hello. Sorry you can't stay, but thank you for the little message and the thumbs up. I appreciate you greatly. Thanks for saying hi. But yeah, you guys, it's been a struggle. Premonitory urges are something I've really been thinking of lately, and just trying to realize, like, how often do I feel before I tick? And I've been really trying to, like, be, like, introspective. Is that the word? I'm probably saying that wrong, but, like, looking within myself and being like, okay, how often am I feeling an urge before I tick versus how often am I not? Hello, Ophelia the Enderman, welcome. Is it just me, but my tics are more active when I'm tired? That's not just you. I think that is also a lot of people with Tourette's. I find for me, as the day goes on, my tics get worse as I, like, do the day and get tired. My power was out literally all of last stream. Oh gosh, Pigeon, I'm so sorry. Hello, Golden Gardenia, welcome. My grandmother says, I already told you you don't have Tourette's and I'll tick, and she'll say I told you. I'm sorry. That sucks. It's really upsetting when you don't have a support system to deal with your tics, because tics are so hard to deal with as is. So like, I'm sorry. Hello, Zoe Cookie Girl. How long are you planning on doing this live stream for? Maybe an hour, not super long. Hello. How is everyone doing if you're new here? Chloe, hello. Don't worry that you're late. I just started 10 minutes ago, so you're not that late. Spamilton, hi. How are you, Spammy? I didn't get a notification, so I'm sorry I'm late. Tommy Gunn says, do you think the rise in Tourette's has anything to do with people being on their phones? No, definitely not. Like, I don't know what the rise in Tourette's is. And even though it's not a rise in Tourette's, it's more often tic disorders that aren't Tourette's, as well as FND. That's the whole kind of drama. I'm not going to get into it now, but I have videos on it. But I don't think it's because of phones or because of TikTok. I just genuinely think tics are becoming more well known and people are realizing it. So what are we talking about? We were talking about premonitory urges and feeling like, for those of us that do have tics, we were talking about I got rice. How often we experience premonitory urges before a tic versus how often we don't in our kind of ticky lives. Frantic Rex, hello. XOXO Lily, when did you get diagnosed with Tourette's? I got diagnosed with Tourette's when I was friendly, when I was 12. And I am now 24, so it's been over 12 years, I'm almost 25. It's been 12 years of living with Tourette's. That is when I was diagnosed. I had tics as young as 3. My mom remembers me. I got rice having. But my tics didn't get super bad until I was about 10, and I was diagnosed at 12, as I said. My dad has always told me that I got my tics from being on screens. That's so dumb. Like, being on a screen does not cause my tics to be more or less or anything at all. You know? I'm pretty good. I got a bunch of new skincare at Ulta. Oh, that's so fun. And you got to go to your favorite clothing store. That's awesome. Frantic Rexy, well, you're welcome here. Tommy, you're definitely acknowledged, and you can be famous if you are so inclined. Back when Carly was friendly, yeah. Mond, I think it could also be because people are less suppressing and there's a bit higher rate of diagnosis. People also know better what it is. Yeah, definitely. Brittany, it has been a while. Schedules are nuts. Kiddo's school was placed on lockdown last week, but his tics didn't seem to be affected by his anxiety. His concoction of meds seems to be just right. Oh, I'm so glad. I got rice. That the concoction of meds is working. That's always so relieving, because I mean, it takes a long time to figure out the right concoction. I totally relate to that, so I'm glad it's working for him. Safia says my tics sometimes just come out. That's like me too, but a lot of the time, like, I don't know. And am I looking too deep into this is the question. I feel like a lot of the time, I'm friendly. A lot of the time when I'm ticking, like, vocal tics, I rarely get a premonitory urge, but like with that one I didn't. But like now I'm looking too deeply into it, you guys. Yeah, it's hard because like I don't always know if it's a premonitory urge. Like, I feel like I'm looking too deep into it, and I feel like this is something I need to make a sit-down video for and actually do research and think about it, and not just come on live and, like, ramble when I'm not prepared to talk about it. I'm so sorry, Redacted. That is awful. That's not cool that your principal says that. Parents will literally blame everything on screen time. Yes! So annoying. So annoying. People ask what tics feel like, and I described it like this: when something falls off a counter and you instinctively try to catch it without really thinking. That's a very interesting way to describe it. Hang on, what does Rose Dog Cat say? Is it just me, or do you have something that helps with tics that isn't a fidget toy? Like, coffee helps with your tics. Dang. Coffee definitely doesn't help with my tics. I don't really have anything besides, like, doing like something distracting, like singing or like scrolling through. I love like going on my phone and looking at stuff. Like screen time does definitely not hinder my tics. So yeah, I honestly also, you guys, I talk about this in every stream. I got rice, but I love my Shishibo Cube fidget toy. If you guys don't have one of these, I would recommend getting one. Basically, it's a cube that opens up and it's magnetic. It's the coolest fidget toy I have ever had. And genuinely, Pamela Lewis! Welcome to the Ticking Together community. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. But yeah, I love the Shishibo Cube. I got rice. I think that this is one of my favorite things to calm tics. There's medication for Tourette's, right? There is really no medication designed for Tourette's. Like, literally not at all. There's no Tourette's med. I have been put on so many different medications. And right now, I'm on a concoction of 2 antipsychotic drugs as well as 1 dopamine inhibitor, I think. I don't know if that's what it's classified as anymore. But I'm on pimozide, flufenazine, and guanfacine. And those are like 3 pills that have managed to really help me level out my tics. But they're not designed for Tourette's. I think guanfacine is a blood pressure medication. Flufenazine is meant for schizophrenia. And pimozide is meant for something else. But people have used them for Tourette's and realized, I got rice. Hey, this actually might work for Tourette's too. And so it's kind of like trial and error all the heckin' time. But there's no medication for Tourette's. It's just they use things that somehow manage to work in your brain, but they don't work for everyone, which is why it's always trial and error, because I've been on things that really don't work for me, but things now that I'm on do somewhat work, but it's always trial and error. I remember I don't know what tics are. You didn't know what tics were like until 8th grade and only learned about it from Tics and Roses debunking video. Yeah. I really don't think you're thinking too far into it, as it's an important thing to think about and look into. I agree, Mond. I just think I have to, like, take a step back and think about it before I come on live and, like, openly talk about it. Because, like, I mean, my initial instinct is, like, yeah, I feel like I often get urges. But a lot of the time, too, I don't. And it's almost like, is it 50-50? Is it 80-20? Like, I don't know. I don't get urges with vocal tics mostly, but I do with motor tics. That's like me, Pigeon. I feel like my motor tics, I always get like, I always describe it as like electricity, burning, bubbly, tingly, fiery, like yucky discomfort. But with vocals, only the odd time will I get like a bubbling in my throat. Most of the time, my vocals just come out. I would guess that if you tic a lot, that even if you do have a premonitory urge, you wouldn't. Yeah, Emery, that is very true. You wouldn't fully acknowledge it if it's happening to you hundreds of times a day, which is why I'm like trying to take a step back and be like, do I deal with this? Is this something, I'm friendly, I got rice. Is this something I do deal with? Like I said, is the word, am I saying it right? Is it introspective? Is that the word, or is it like retrospective? I don't know the word, you guys. I'm blanking hard, but it's like looking within yourself, like real deep, and being like, okay, I do this all the time so I don't notice it, but like, is it true that I'm having premonitory urges constantly? Or is it just, I'm so used to it that I'm not noticing? Like, you have to take a look within yourself and be like, am I getting these urges? Which I think I am, but they're so second nature to me that it's like, do I have to take a step back? So, hello, Jonah Wilcox. There are meds that tend to treat symptoms. Yeah, definitely will. Sorry, you guys, I'm a bit behind on chat. My mom is really open-minded and helps me most of the time, but she still says to me I do not have anything. Like, oh gosh, I'm sorry, Golden. It's always hard because, like, I find that diagnosis, or having a diagnosis, is so validating. But like not everyone needs one, but I feel like if you want one, you should be able to seek one, you know? Safia, what's your most common tic? Mine is making a face. My most common tic, Oh man, I have so many. I couldn't tell you what my most common one is. And I have, like, that's really asking a deep question. I would say my most common vocal tick is either saying I got rice or saying huh. And like that. And my most common motor tick is probably anything to do with my neck. Or just subtle ticks, honestly. Pigeon soda felt frog. Cool. Squirrel eats corn. Earlier today, I described ticks as needing to poop or pee because it's funny and it gets more and more accurate the more you think about it. I mean, you do get, like, the more you hold it in, the more you gotta go. So, like, I get that. People think I'm faking because my ticks, like, kind of came out of nowhere and I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, redacted. Spamilton. Most of my tics don't have premonitory urges behind them, but a couple like handshaking, smacking, and stuff like that do. Very interesting. Myra, can you stop a tic while it's happening? Like for longer tics. If you let out a tic, can you try and stop it? I feel like once you're ticking, like once you're in the middle of a tic, you can't. Like for example, there's such thing as dystonic tics. Like a rice. And dystonic tics are basically a prolonged, held pulling of a muscle in the most uncomfortable way you can imagine. And so, like, if I have a dystonic tic, I can't stop that midway. So I would answer, for me at least, I can't stop a tic while it's happening. So yeah. Pigeon is on guanfacine. Mond is also on guanfacine. Very cool. Brittany really did. His first ADHD med caused a severe tic attack. Oh, dang. I tried to ask him about how he felt his premonitory urges, etc., but it confuses him. He just said it feels weird. Yeah. That makes sense. Especially if you're young, it's hard to really understand what you're feeling. It's taken me a long time to realize what a premonitory urge is for me specifically, as well as, like, what I've been feeling my whole life. But also, ADHD meds also caused tic attacks for me because most of them are stimulants. And stimulants are horrible for Tourette's, which is just, like, I was talking about this on Discord with some of my friends, and like some of my friends from my Discord server, like you guys, I call my subscribers my friends because, like, realistically you guys are. And we were talking about, like, a rice, how it's so frustrating to have Tourette's and ADHD at the same time and trying to medicate them both because you can't. Like, unless you're going to medicate your ADHD without a stimulant, which oftentimes doesn't work because stimulants cause more tics, and stimulants are the way to treat ADHD. So it's like ADHD and Tourette's is the most chaotic duo, if you know what I mean, and it's just so frustrating. I love your double finger tic, thank you. Pigeon, it messes with your blood pressure. I'm sorry. Spamilton is on guanfacine, but for ADHD, they chose guanfacine because, yeah, as I just said, stimulants do make tics worse, and guanfacine was meant to treat my Tourette's, but it also treats my ADHD. But it doesn't really work. I honestly want to come off of it because, like, it's so freaking expensive. And I don't have the best insurance anymore. So it's like I can't keep affording to buy guanfacine every month. So expensive. It's so expensive. And I'm just like, that's a whole other story. Why don't they make medication more affordable? Whatever. We're not going to get into that today. But, you know. I genuinely think, what is Golden saying? I might have something like that, but she doesn't want to take me to a psychologist. What should I do? I mean, if you're underage, there's not much you can do if your parents aren't going to take you. I honestly don't know. I would say keep trying to talk to them and be open with them and tell them that you do believe that you have whatever you believe you have, and just be open with them. Pigeon, my doctor said that she went as far as she can go with the medicine, but my psychiatric appointment will get me on better medicine. That's awesome, Pigeon. Introspective. Okay, cool. Both apply. You guys, I'm so far behind on chat. I'm sorry. Sometimes my vocal tics get stuck in my throat almost because I'm trying to hold it back of embarrassment, and it's such a pain. Mond, I relate to that hard. Like, holding in vocal tics, it feels like there's like a lump in your throat or like a bubble in your throat. I feel that. You're very articulated with the way you speak, LOL. Thank you. I've also had vocal tics like voice crack because I'm sick, and the specific voice makes me physically out of range, and it's so frustrating. I'm sorry. once you think of it, everything feels off. It's like breathing, but you don't mean to do it. But once you think of it, it doesn't really happen the same. Do you have a favorite tic that isn't really embarrassing for you? I would say my favorite tic, I actually pretty much hate all of my tics if we're being real, but if I had to pick my favorite, I would say I got rice because it's funny and people like it and I have it on my merch. So yeah. You've done it a few times. It's new to me. I'm so curious. What did I do? Oh, that's my barking tic. The high pitched noise is barking. I've got a new good mystery. I'm curious if YouTubers are about this tic's legit. I'm sure she's legit. It's interesting. She's gained so many followers in the past week. So, I got rice. I totally believe that she's real. Every time I have a new tic, I go, you have unlocked a new tic or new tic unlocked. Oh no. My tics are mostly vocal. Like I say wow and just make weird sounds. Yeah. By the way, Carly is real. Yes, I am real. Rose Dog Cat. I noticed that my tics are better when I have coffee. That's very interesting. I find I got rice. A lot of people that I've talked to with tics, their tics get worse with caffeine. Sorry I'm not as active in chat. No worries. I'm sorry, Kayla. And you're in Canada. Imagine the healthcare here in the States. Right? I'm in Canada. Like, I should have it lucky. But paying for meds is hard. Nanimal Crossing, hello. When I was in language faculty, I met this girl from French class that auto-diagnosed herself with both Tourette's and ADD. She just said things like cake and cotton and pretended those were tics. Oh, dang. I hope she was being truthful. Because it's so challenging and horrible when people fake Tourette's or try and make it seem like it's, like, self-diagnosable. Honestly, like, and I hate to bring this up, I have personally, like, this is my personal perspective, no offense to anyone out there, I just have trouble when people self-diagnose themselves with things. But I mean, it's okay if you do. I just personally, I would never do that for me. I was talking about this in a past live stream, but like my psychiatrist has mentioned like I have a lot of autistic traits, but he's never diagnosed me with autism, so I would never self-diagnose myself with that, even though my doctor has said I have so many of the traits. It's just like I don't feel good about self-diagnosing, but that's probably just me. He went through extensive testing and it was determined by he has severe ADHD and cannot probably manage without the use of stimulants. Took quite a while, but he finally got him introduced to an I didn't see your next message. Clonopin? I'm glad he's doing better. That's awesome. I got rice. That's awesome, Pigeon. Healthcare in Florida is a mess. I'm in the process of trying to get school accommodations to my ADHD. The process is still long. I'm sorry, Spammy. Will says, fun fact, many meds Carly is on can be purchased at good prices from Cost Plus Drug, the store by Mark Cuban. That's interesting. But like you have to be American for that, and I'm not American. I am Canadian. Okay, Rose Dog Cat, see you later. Hitting yourself hurt. I have a tic where I hit my head and it hurt also. What is auto-diagnosed? I don't think I said auto-diagnosed. I think I said self-diagnosed. I got rice. I think your rice and friendly tics are the most iconic. Sure, they're annoying in real life, but for you, then, yeah, in these videos, I mean, they are kind of iconic. I got rice. It's just, like, it's funny because they're the ones that, like, I'm known for, which is, like, weird. It's weird to be known for one of your tics, but, like, they're unique to me. Like, I'm the one that came up with the I got rice tic. So, like, if you see other people out there saying I got rice, that means they likely watched me, which is funny, but I'm friendly. So, yeah. When I was in Arizona seeing my brother, two things happened. Loon's going crazy. Oh, dang. Echolalia. Oh, I hate echolalia. Hi, Misty. Welcome to the live stream. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. How are you? Second, I have a whoop, 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 whoop tic. And my brother was like, what was that? It sounds like Dr. Zoidberg from Futurism. So you think I figured where I got that one. Interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting to see how I got rice, how random tics can be and how all over the place they can be. But it's funny to see, like, how often they are always the same. Like, how oftentimes tics will stick from person to person. Like, you'll see different Tourette's creators will have certain tics, and then I'll have certain tics, because, like, we have, like, tic repertoires, you could say. So yeah. My most iconic tics are Guar and Pilgrim. Oh my goodness. Misty is tired, but I'm glad you're good. I'm sorry you're tired. Someone said someone in their chat auto-diagnosed themselves. I don't know what that means. I think it means maybe self-diagnosed, because I don't know what auto-diagnosing means. I feel like there are different categories of self-diagnosis. Like, there's diagnosis for self-acceptance, diagnosis for explanation, or just things in general. Yeah. I mean, I also agree with that, but maybe I'm just, like, too traditional. I don't feel like it's always the best thing to do. Like, sometimes it's okay, but, like, other times I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, I don't know. Maybe this is a hot take. I always do hot takes in my live streams. But, like, self-diagnosis is definitely a hot take, in my opinion. For some reason, like, for some scenarios, it's acceptable. But if you're, like, I don't know. We're not going to get into it. My most iconic tic is probably my hello, nice to meet you, and ooh, okay. Spike, sorry, has some good news. The Tourette's, BPD, and PTSD with any personalization. Me being noticed by your therapist and doctors. I'm so glad to hear that. It's really good. I'm friendly. It's really good to, that was a very oddly high-pitched I'm friendly. Bye, Kayla. Good luck with your tic attack. I'm so sorry you're having one. I freaking hate tic attacks. I hope you feel better. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying, but, oh yeah, just how it's so awesome to, like, be noticed by, like, to be validated by a doctor or a therapist after, like, I got rice after being, like, stressed about hiding for so long or whatever the case may be. Like, when I was diagnosed with Tourette's, I felt so much relief, even though I was 12. Like, this was 12 years ago we're talking about, but, like, it's really nice to be validated by a professional. That's why, I mean, maybe I would have a different take on self-diagnosis if I wasn't diagnosed, but, like, Rose Dog Cat, welcome back. I don't know, and I don't want to be like that, like, B-wordy girl who's like, I'm diagnosed, you're not. Like, no, that's not the case. It's just, like, I feel like diagnosing and getting a diagnosis is so validating, but I also understand not being able to, like, do that for yourself. So I don't know. There's a whole issue with that, because, like, I don't know. A lot of people that self-diagnose, like, they likely do have whatever. My 2-year-old loves Bluey. Oh my gosh, okay, Brittany. My last live stream, we were talking about Bluey, because I love Bluey. I got rice. I love Bluey. Oh, biscuits. When things to go as plummet, it comes with. Oh no, your new older kid has a new echolalia tick. Oh no. I freaking love Bluey. We were talking about this last live stream. I think Bluey is so cute, and even though it's for kids, I enjoy it greatly. Pigeon is eating pistachios. No worries. My most iconic tics are probably just my snapping and raise the roof tics. Okay. I know that last I'm friendly sounded more similar. Yeah, it sounded more in Piddler? Oh my gosh. More similar in pitch to Stormy or the barking tic, definitely. It's weird how tics can kind of, like, cycle and do different things. It's always so stressful, and I don't know. Sorry I had to go for a while, though she was not legit. Next week her tics were magically gone, but appeared again when she was filming a TikTok in class. Oh gosh. That's so stupid. And I have French tics as TikTok. French tics as French words as tics. I always say je t'aime mes amis. As je t'aime mes amis. I'm friendly. As tics. Bluey bro, Bluey facts. Best show ever. Hello Jessmay, welcome. But yeah, I love Bluey. I think Bluey is so cute. And hello Liam, welcome. You guys, you don't mind if I'm gonna literally, like, do this. I always do this every live stream. I'm gonna have some cinnamon hearts. Does anyone else have cinnamon hearts? I mean, Valentine's Day passed, I guess. But, like, I got 2 of these, and they last a long time. Because I only eat, I got rice. This is a dystonic tick. And these are some of the most painful ones. Like, my neck is completely stretched. Like, can you see this? My neck doesn't go this far usually. And this is me stretching my neck in a very uncomfortable position. This is the dystonic tick, which means, like, it's a prolonged pulling of a muscle part in an abnormal posture. This is one of the most annoying types of ticks, I would say. But I want it to be done. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Bluey fact, Bandit is an archaeologist in Chile. Chile is a part-time TSA agent. Very cool. I say I have tics. I don't try to say Tourette's, but some people just don't understand. That's true. That is very true. Spembleton, I understand. I often say, if you don't have a diagnosis, it's totally fair to say I have tics. But again, like you said, people don't always realize what that means. So then saying Tourette's is valid. I understand that completely. And you want a diagnosis because I have a tic, yeah. I understand wanting a diagnosis. Like, diagnosis receiving is so validating. And that's something I wish everyone had the chance of getting, is that validation, you know? Rose dog. I'm really glad that I don't have much tics that makes people mad. Only tics that I would think someone could get mad at is my FU tick. Do you have tics that make people mad? I would say flipping people off, giving people the middle finger makes people mad. My loud tics make my parents mad, like when it's late at night. And I'm ticking. Those tics make people mad when they're loud and it's late at night. But, like, I think every tick can make people mad in their own way if they're, like, obnoxious. Will has been here the whole time. He has been here. Will is one of my moderators, and so he's watching out for people that are being sneaky. Because my last live stream, I had a lot of poop heads in here. But everyone here tonight has been really nice. So, yeah. Yeah. Time for another cinnamon heart. I guess in that sense, like, yeah. I think I'm too hard on people that self-diagnose. Like, I just think if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, then it's like, hell no. But, like, if you're doing it because you don't have another way to, like, get a diagnosis, then yeah, you do you. You get him, Will. Yes, Misty. Will is doing great. Literally, you guys, like, real talk. This has never happened, but it happened today. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I was in my mom's room. We were watching The Bachelor because, like, cringe, right? We watch it, but, like, that's okay. Watching The Bachelor. And then my dog Daisy starts barking. And then, oh my gosh. Then I start barking. And we're both barking, but, like, it's a dog who's, like, an actual dog barking and a human barking. And it's, like, a little bit embarrassing. Will, there's no way you've banned 15 people. You're lying. Are you being truthful? But yeah, no, real talk, like, so freaking weird that, like, my dog's bark never triggers my barking tick. But tonight, my barking tick was triggered by my dog barking, and that never happens. And so Daisy was just looking at me like, what are you doing? And I was just, like, looking at her barking. So weird. So weird, you guys. My mom just doesn't like my snapping ticks in public. Yeah. I'd be happy to as well. I didn't catch a lot during the last one. I fell asleep. Hi, Will. I thought that was you. The easy one sounds like I'm talking to a dog. Okay. I got rice. My kiddo's pediatrician recognized Tourette's almost immediately, almost a year before he had Amber. Okay. Very interesting, Brittany. It's frustrating because your texts are cutting out. But that's okay. My pediatrician, when I was 10, also immediately thought, this is Tourette's. And also I have the whole familial history of Tourette's. So my cousin has Tourette's. It's a whole thing, but my pediatrician didn't feel confident, like, giving the official diagnosis, so I got referred onward, but he's like, yeah, I remember him saying, and this was, like, vividly ingrained in my head, something I'll never forget, is I was 10 maybe, and I didn't realize I was having as many tics as I was, and my doctor was observing me while I was sitting there with my mom next to me, and he looked at me and he said, wow, you have a lot of tics. And I was just like, what do you mean? I'm just sitting here. But meanwhile, I was doing so many tics that I didn't realize. And, like, doctors are obviously trained to see tics. And I mean, I'm not claiming to be anywhere near a doctor, but after having years and years of tics, I'm also kind of on that level where I could have looked back and been like, wow, you're having a lot of tics, girl. So, interesting. It's very interesting to hear how my doctor at, like, 10 was like, she has a freaking lot of tics. He didn't say freaking, but, like, he was very, like, kind of, like, taken aback. It looked like I remember this vividly, and I have, like, very few childhood memories because, like, trauma. But, like, the childhood memory, like, that I vividly have is being at the doctor and just being told, like, wow, that's a lot of tics. And they weren't nearly as, like, obvious as they are now. Also, that is complete exaggeration. No one has been banned. Hello, Shauna! Allergies, but the doctor said there was no way it was. He had no allergy symptoms, and then he saw it happen and said, oh, those are tics. Yeah! That's very interesting, because, like, Brittany, we've talked about this before, but when I first had my eye blinking tics and my nose scrunching and wiggling tics, my doctors were like, allergies? Eye doctor? What do we do? And then my pediatrician eventually was like, wait, no, these are tics. Like, my parents were like, allergies, eye doctor, what could the case be? Like, they didn't know, but they were tics. So I relate to that too. And it's very interesting because a lot of people in their younger years developing tics often get, like, accused of having allergies or being, like, having vision problems, but realistically it's just tics. I'm sorry, Spammy. Hello, Pink Flamingo! Onyx, I'm sorry my tics trigger yours, but thank you for being here. Hello, Neurotic Guinea Pig. Your bark just made my dog tilt her head. I'm sorry. My family doesn't have a history with tics that I know of, so that's why I'm trying my best to pay attention to my tics. Very true, Spammy. It's good to pay attention to tics and kind of see the ups and downs, the waxing and waning, and the patterns, especially to report them to a doctor, you know? I just had an eye blinking tic starting in 3rd grade, and my doc told my mom it would go away, but it didn't. But it's fine, I don't blame him, because most tics go away yeah. I mean, tics don't always go away quickly, so interesting. Rose Dog, I still think it's stupid that my brother tells me to stop ticking all the time. Yeah, that's really dumb. I hate when people tell me to stop ticking. I'm just like, you don't understand. You don't understand the struggle it already is to tick. I keep thinking I'm faking. I know I'm not, but my brain just tells me, yeah, honestly, Redacted, I feel like that sometimes because, like, of the hate I get online. But it's just imposter syndrome, and everyone, to some extent, deals with imposter syndrome, feeling like you're a fraud, or like you're fake, or like you're not Tourette enough, you know? Like, you'll always kind of feel like, you're, like, I find a lot of people nowadays think that they're faking because of people online getting accused of faking, but like I said, a lot of it is just imposter syndrome and realizing that like you feel like you're a fraud when you're really not, and you know deep down that you're not, but because oh, that one hurt. But because of like societal standards, you feel like a fraud when you're not. That freaking hurt. My mom talked to my doctor a while ago about my first tick. She said it looked like a tick. Yeah, very interesting, Spamilton. I'm sorry that you're developing more. That sucks. Hello, Shawnee. Emery, I don't know, we've just been talking. I don't know what you missed. We haven't, like, honestly, we've just been hanging out, talking. Yeah. I got rice. Please tell my F-off tick that it's supposed to. Yeah, Misty, right? I wish ticks would go away fast. I'm currently on the school bus and this stream is a massive trigger for my ticks. I'm so sorry. That sucks. He had eye surgery at 18 months, so I really thought it was an eye problem. Oh, my first motor tick was also a hard blink. And Brittany, I find that that's like very, very common. For a lot of people with Tourette's, is their first tick to be hard blinking or like facial. That was my first tick too. Very interesting. Hello, Evelyn. I don't believe you will. Neurotic guinea pig. I don't have Tourette's, but as an ambulatory wheelchair user, I get accused of faking. Oh my gosh. How do people... it just bugs me that people go out of their way to fake claim and be rude when it's just like, what good does that do to you? I'm so sorry you deal with that, neurotic guinea pig. I have this tick where I like breathe out really hard and aggressively. Yeah, I don't think that would count as a vocal tick. I think that's more of a motor tick. Because it's not like you're making a note, like, I would say it's motor, but I don't know. I'm so sorry. Have a good night, Spike or Ash. Sometimes I feel fake, but then on days when I'm taking, even with tons of pain, I know it's probably, yeah, right? Beautiful disaster. I can't stay so long. No worries. Onyx, my first tick was a nose twitch and got passed off as allergies as well. That's so interesting that so many of us relate to that. And I wish, like, I could do, like, a video on that. Like, I think that's so cool to talk about, because, like, that might be really educational for parents who are just going through this and, like, with their kids. I think that'd be really cool to be, like, you know, it'd be really cool to raise awareness about that, because, like I said, I dealt with it. Brittany talked about it. Who else talked about it? Onyx talked about it. Like, ticks can get disguised and confused for different things, when in reality, a lot of the time, they could be caught earlier. This is just a big place of people with ticks. This is home for me, at least. I'm glad. Redacted. Will, you are a fancy man. Please don't ban me. Spamilton, I feel like it's gotta be fake sometimes, but honestly, like Carly says, I know it's not, because I wouldn't be doing it all the time when I'm alone too, right? It's like, when I'm alone, why? Like, what? Like, it's such a freaking sneaky disorder, Tourette's, because, like, you're doing it constantly. Half the time you don't even notice you're doing it, and then it's like, you feel fake, because, like, your brain kind of tricks you, and it's like, can I stop doing this? Like, is this in my head? And it's like, no. Like, no. I mean, unless I'm really, like, insane, and have done this for how many years? Realistically, since I was 3, like, how does 3-year-old Carly know how to do that, you know? So it's like, there's no way this could be fake for me. But it's like, imposter syndrome makes you feel like such a fraud, and it's just like, I hate it. And the fact that people online question you too, it's like, it has you questioning your sanity, and you're like, what's going on with me? When in reality, like, I have tics. It's just like, I get questioned, and then I question myself, and it's just a whole issue. Hang on. Missing chat. Remember how Ticks and Roses had a new tick for every situation? Oh my gosh, yeah. Misty. Like, Ticks and Roses, I end up talking about them all the time, and I'm so sorry that I talk about them all the time, but, I mean, you guys also bring them up. But it's just like, for me, I look within myself, I'm like, I'm nowhere like them. Like, I don't have a new tick every single video. Like, you guys, if you watch me, and I'm using me as an example because, like, you're all here, but, like, we're the whatever. If you watch me, you'll realize my ticks are pretty much consistent. I got rice in every video. And it's just like, if they're not, that's where it's a red flag. The first tick I remember is the hand one. Interesting, Spammy. Potato chip. Most of the time in school, as soon as my ticks get bad, I start to think I'm faking for attention, right? Tourette's is so confusing. Yeah, Misty, it has you questioning your sanity. So true. Brittany, I have MS, but don't anyways need walking assistance, but I'm shamed if I park. Yeah, right? Honestly, I'm gonna make a video on this shortly. I've talked about it in the past, but, like, I'm gonna make a video on ableism, because it's a big deal. And I know, like, my channel's tiny and whatever, no one's gonna watch it, but you guys might, and I love you guys. But, like, the fact that people with disabilities and genuine disorders are being, like, coerced and forced to believe that they're lying, or, like, made to feel like their disorder isn't good enough or bad enough, like, it bugs me. And TikTok is the culprit of this, in my opinion. One of the many culprits. TikTok is a horrible place to be. I don't really have any frequent focal tics. Yeah, Spamilton. That's fair. Rose dog. I think my first tick was when I was 5 and it was moving my fingers. I still have, my first tick was blinking. I still have blinking ticks all the time. So I feel ya. For me, my first tick was blinking. I've had others for years and years and developed vocal tics a few months ago. Yeah. I'm glad your neurologist confirmed it. That's very good. It's hard when, nowadays at least, from what I've seen and, like, from what I've talked to people online in the Tourette's community, at least, it's hard when younger people are seeing neurologists nowadays, because neurologists are being sneaky and taking the whole TikTok fad into consideration. And I'm just like, throw that out the window. like, you know, like, just take these people for what they are. If they're coming to you with a problem, listen to them, for goodness sake. I say my ticks are like a ferret. They sneak up and attack. Redacted. I have no idea whether I have Tourette's or not. Yeah. It kind of sounds a bit like fibromyalgia. How all of us who have the condition have wildly different symptoms. Very true, neurotic guinea pig. Very true. You may not have Tourette's, but it could be easily another disorder. Also, I had very few slight vocal tics until recently. Yeah. Maybe Ticks and Roses was an AI that just watched a bunch of... That's so funny, Emery. Oh my gosh. I always say that in my videos. It's like they took what they saw from Tourette's content creators and compiled it into their own version. But their version was just a little bit off. If I had my choice, I'd hate on figures all night. Misty, I love you. Hi, Rachel. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Spamilton. There's a lot of tic disorders. Golden. Hey, a friend just told me there's going to be a singing competition in my city just a few months. Oh! That's an awesome idea. Definitely go for it. If you like to sing, like, go for it. Little me, you were here yesterday. I do remember. Welcome. I've had people say my ADHD is fake. Like, bro, it's not something you can see, right? And even with Tourette's, like, even though you can see the tics, you can't see so many of the other symptoms. And, like, I've made videos on this, if you guys have watched it on my channel. Tourette's comes with so much more than just the tics. And so, since the tics are just the obvious part, that's why people, like, claim to say it's fake. But, like, whole disorder. It's a whole thing. It's a whole complex disorder that is not just the tics. Rachel, sometimes I have to use a motorized cart in the store, but I get embarrassed because I'm afraid people will think, yeah, right? Rachel, and that's not true. Like, you're not either of those things. And it's just, people are so beyond mean. People are rude, and they don't take kindness seriously anymore. Like, why can't people just be kind? My bad. I have fibromyalgia and also autoimmune disorders that mimic MS. I'm sorry, Rachel. But yeah, I understand. I just got diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. I'm not going to go into it, but like, I'm also really struggling and basically in chronic pain all the time. But like, I thought it was because of my ticks that I was hurting myself and my body was just sore from ticking, but it's not. There's a whole other cause. So the more you know. Ticks and roses confirmed a deep fake. Yeah. I just can't imagine how upset if an actual kid faked it enough to have their parents take them to a neurologist and their parents found out eventually they were faking it the whole time. I mean, like, if you're faking it enough to see a neurologist, like, that's dedication and you have another issue. Like, if you're genuinely that committed, I got rice, to faking a disorder, like, you clearly have something wrong with you. It's just not Tourette's. Hello, Folklore! I've nearly thrown my cube across the room 3 times now. I'm so sorry, Misty! Oh, that sucks. I tried out for 2 different singing competitions recently. Oh, Spamilton, there's always next year. You're right. Jonah, Cuba's in Laundry Cube? No, Cuba's in Shashibo Cube. I should honestly be playing with this because they help my ticks. It opens up. And you fold it around. And all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah. Wait, one question before I go. Do your tics calm down when you're focused? Mm-hmm. It happens to me. I could go hours with such little tics. Definitely. It's definitely the same for me. If I'm really focused or if I'm really relaxed or really, really into something, such as like singing or photography, I have way less tics. And so I understand how people could think I was faking. So Spike or Ash, I'm not sure what to go call you right now, but I'll say Spike or Ash, whoever's listening, you know, it's totally valid to have tics lessen when you're calm or when you're not, when you're calm, but when you're focused on something. Very valid. Honestly, I think tics and noses is just an alien trying to understand tics and mimic them. Maybe. Some people are simply trolls. They know when you have Tourette's, but they purposely fake. Right? Folklore, I freaking hate trolls. Like, why are you going on YouTube and commenting on a video for the whole purpose of ruining someone's day? Like, to me, I'm friendly. To me, that makes no sense at all, but whatever. I'm sorry, Misty. When my kiddo got first referred to a neurologist, the first person he saw was a nurse who asked about chronic conditions. As soon as I said Tourette's, she cut me off and said, "That's so stupid, Brittany." Good night, Chloe. No, cinnamon hearts are crunchy. They're hard candy. They're not like the conversation hearts. They're like, imagine like, what does Will say? They're like a cinnamon red hot or something. It's literally a hard candy, but not like a conversation heart. It's like they're not really meant to be crunched. They're meant to like suck on them, I think. Shishibo Cube, best cube. Oh my gosh, terrible times 1. That's so funny. Popcorn. Where do I get one of those for kiddo? The Shishibo Cube? Okay. On Amazon. I'm going to tell you what to type in. Or no, just look at what Misty typed in above you. It's called the Shishibo Cube. Type it in on Amazon or like Google and find them. Because this cube, it's the best fidget toy I got rice I've ever come across. Like, hands down. Best fidget toy. because it's also kind of like a puzzle where like once you unfold it, it gets harder and harder to turn back into a cube. So like, but you can also make different shapes. Like, hang on, I don't know what I'm doing. You can make different shapes and different things, and it's so fun. Like, I just made this, and it's almost like, it looks like origami, but like, it's called the Shishibo Cube, Brittany. Definitely get one for your kiddo. He will love it, and it's so helpful for my tics. I got Misty to get one, and I think she also loves it. So, yeah. I got rice. I've noticed yesterday that Tourette's isn't in any part of my school district's curriculum. If you want to do a presentation on it, I would always say go for it, because like no school teaches about Tourette's. Like when I was in junior high, look at this. No one taught about Tourette's. And I wish people would have known about it more. So if you're able and allowed to do a presentation, I would totally recommend it. I'm sorry, redacted. I'm glad you said really relaxed. I've always thought it was weird. Early in the morning when I'm really relaxed after waking. Yeah, exactly. And I find like, Misty, when I wake up in the morning, my tics are not bad at all. It's like as soon as I start my day, as my day progresses, that's when my tics get worse as the day progresses. At nighttime, my tics are always at a peak. And especially I would say after around 5 p.m. my tics get real bad. But in the morning when I'm relaxed, I find my tics are a lot less. I'm sorry, Spamilton. I used to do toothless singing on YouTube on my channel. But ever since I've started watching Carly, I'm planning on doing something similar to her. Oh, I'm so cool. I mean, I'm so cool. No, that's so cool. I don't mean I'm so cool. That's so cool, Neurotic Guinea Pig. I'm really happy. I was gonna say I'm really happy, and I mixed it with I'm so cool. I'm not cool. But it's so cool that you're gonna do some cool things with your YouTube channel. Look at this. Trolls suck, but they get pleasure from it. So stupid. Good night, beautiful disaster. I don't understand people that go out of their way commenting multiple times on videos that they do. Yeah, right? The more you comment, the more engagement you get. Yeah, and then more people will get recommended, right? Yeah, Brittany, get it. It's so fun. Hello, Quackity cosplayer. Yes, Jonah, you can get Shishibo cubes in different colors. I also have this one. I have two. And then, it's funny, Will's sisters, he has 3 sisters, and 2 of the 3 each got me one of these because they knew how much I liked them. And Will has a red one, and there's a bunch of different colors you can get. It reminds me of the thing the girl from Making on Time has. Oh. Hang on, I'm behind on chat, you guys. Bye, beautiful disaster, love you. Okay, good night, redacted. Love you. My tics always get worse as soon as they notice. Yeah, squirrel. It's so true. It is so true. As soon as you notice, like, I haven't ticked in the last 5 minutes, it's like immediately your tics get worse. That's why it's such a stupidly complex disorder, because it's almost like you're tricking yourself. Like, as soon as you realize you're not ticking, you're immediately going to tick more. It's like, that's why I'm like, am I faking? When I know I'm not. It's just like, thinking of your tics triggers tics, which is just a doozy. Box breathing is helpful. Emery, you are cool. Thank you. Thank you, Jonah. Do you actually twitch your eyes or roll your eyes? I do. I have an eye rolling tic that I do very often, which is embarrassing because you'd think if you're in conversation and you're rolling your eyes, how do you get out of that? But I do have those tics. That's so cool, Misty. Good night, Spamilton. Good night, Golden Gardenia. Good night, Folklore. Love you. Does it ever take you like an hour after you wake up to remember you have Tourette's? Maybe not like an hour, but sometimes it takes a while for me to be like, oh yeah, and then I'll tick again. You are cool, Carly, your inspiration. Oh, thank you, Neurotic Guinea Pig. Yes, good night, everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with me. having fun. I love you guys. Rose Dog. My parents think I'm faking because my tics, I suppress them from my parents because they don't like, yeah, that's very true. Rose Dog. I understand that completely, having to suppress in front of your parents. But I'm sorry your parents think you're faking, because that's not cool. I'm lucky enough that I don't have that. But I would say, at the end of the day, I always say the same thing. You know you best, and you're obviously not faking. And I'm sorry that people are encouraging you to suppress, because that's not cool. But unfortunately, that's the reality for a lot of people with Tourette's. Bye, Golden. Can you force an eye tic? I probably could. I don't want to, but now that you're talking about, it, and this isn't me forcing it. This is me thinking about it and doing it. So I don't know if the camera's picking this up with my glasses, but my eyes are rolled up. Then they zone out. I hate, just a heads up for you guys, and this isn't to be rude to you, Thrust. I appreciate that it was just a question, but for future reference, try your best not to mention certain tics in my chat that I do. I got rice, because then I'll most likely do that tic, and it's a big trigger. And I'm not trying to be rude, at all. I appreciate that it was a question. But as soon as a tic is mentioned, I will often do that tic. So just please keep that in mind. If you're asking questions, just be careful, and be aware it's likely going to trigger me, which is not always fun, but it's okay. Yeah, squirrel, exactly. It is really difficult to replicate tics. Very true. Honestly, tics almost have, a muscle memory to them, or, a memory in some way, shape, or form, because I can't replicate half of my tics. If someone asked me to do the I got rice voice, I'd be like, I got rice. It doesn't sound the same as I got rice. That was my real one, you know? It's hard to replicate tics. My mom keeps trying to shove gum in my mouth when I'm ticking. I'm sorry. I have never seen that tic before on you. Yeah. I have that tic often. I just don't film it a lot, and if I do film it, I often cut it out. But eye tics are very, very common for me. When I'm distracted on text, or reading text, or distracted with a fidget cube, I'm not always ticking. But now again, my eyes are getting triggered, and this is something that I deal with often. And again, I'm not upset that you mentioned it, but yeah, questions about tics are okay, trolling with tics are not. If you're gonna try and trigger me, please no, because now my eyes are really bugging me. And another thing I do, I don't know if a lot of people do this, I do this, when I'm ticking my eyes, I'll often poke them really hard to try and satisfy the urge I get. But eye tics were some of my first ever tics, and now, like you said, or I said, I mentioned them, and they're going a lot of crazy, so let's just try and take a beat. Take a breath, because I don't want to have these eye tics. I got rice. Yeah, it's definitely muscle memory. Yeah, it's the same every single time. Very true. Good night, neurotic guinea pig. I got rice. I'm autistic, and stimming is similar to tics, except it's not so involuntary. I do it without thinking about it. Yeah, that's very true, stream of awareness. I got rice. I made a video. I made a video about comparing stims, tics, and compulsions, which is very educational if you'd like to watch it. Have any of you fellow friends with Tourette's ever began having a tic attack and made a loved one or roommate? No, I've never done that, Jonah. Is it true that if you press against your flat arch, if you have one, your tic stops? I don't think so. I've never done that, and I don't think it's true. I got rice. I'm friendly. Yeah, squirrel, I always press on my eyes, right? You do whatever you can to put pressure on it. I'm so glad, not glad you also do that, but, it makes me happy that other people do, and I'm not crazy. Because, I am constantly pressing on my eyes to try and, get rid of the sensation of the tick, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make a cube. My Shishibo cube is not cubing. I got rice. I got rice. It's very interesting. Tourette's is a very, very complex disorder. This is a dystonic tic. My arm is stretched. It is not bending. It is stuck like this, which is very fun. It's not fun. It actually really hurts when you get stuck in a dystonic tic. Because my arm is completely stretched to the like the farthest it can stretch. And even that, even that doesn't seem good enough. So this is annoying. I'm going to put it down, but like, it's still stretched out. Misty, yes. My cat thinks she can still sniff you to the... Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm always too scared to roll across my eyes too hard. Yeah. Right? Pressing on the body part that wants to tick. It's like, I know I keep saying this, but it feels like one... Right, Misty? I literally... Yeah, this tick is... It's still like this. It's stuck. Dystonic ticks suck. But I always press on the body part that wants to tick, especially with my face, or my back. I'll always press on it to try and like... to try and resolve. This is so annoying. I just want it to bend. Oh, there we go. Hello, welcome. Thank you for following on Twitch. Welcome to the Ticking Together family. No, not again. Yeah. Can you explain that kind of tics you just mentioned, the one that is stuck? Yeah, Emery. So my arm is currently stuck, locked like this. And this is called a dystonic tic. So dystonic. And basically what happens is how it's classified is it's a prolonged like stretch or like held part of your, like you're holding your body in a weird position that it's not meant to be held in for an extended period of time. And oftentimes you're pulling a muscle, you're really twisting or like exaggerating the muscle movement. Like it's not supposed to be moved like this, but it's prolonged and it's not like the traditional tic, which is like short and jerky. It's literally like an extended tic. Thoughts and pairs, hello. But yeah, it is really annoying. I would say dystonic tics are some of the most painful tics because my arm is stuck like this and it's becoming sore and I'm holding it up with this arm now because like it hurts. But yeah, it's called dystonic, as I said, and basically it's the prolonged tic. It's like a prolonged held movement of like something that's not supposed to be done with your body. Hang on, it's coming out. Yeah, okay, there we go. I got it. It's done for a bit. But it's really annoying. And now my arm hurts. It's one of the most painful tics, I would say. I have a dystonic leg tic and it literally extends. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jonah. I feel that all the time. Ugh, it's so comforting. I felt that pressure, discomfort, sensation all my life in tics. Oh my gosh, Pears. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Every tip means a lot. It's never required, but every single one, like, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's frustrating. It's annoying. Hang on. I'm sorry, Misty. I was reading your chat. But thank you, Pears. It's so comforting. Felt that pressure, discomfort. Yeah. Didn't know how to express, didn't know what it was, knowing that it's a real thing and it wasn't crazy. Yeah, validation. I'm so glad you can receive validation here. I got rice. My dad has Parkinson's and it causes dystonic in his back muscles. Oh gosh, yeah. That's awful. Can you like physically move it with your other arm? Okay, Emery. When my arm is locked like that, if I were to try and bend it, I feel like something would snap. It feels like the tendons are so tight that if I were to try and bend it, something would go wrong. Like, I'd have to literally wait for it to unbend itself, because if I were trying to physically move it, I've never tried to, but I feel like it would be even more painful. Thank you for being yourself. Thank you so much, Pears. View for the donation, yeah. Yes, I'm also sorry to hear your dad has Parkinson's. My grandma had that, and it was really awful. I'm so sorry, Stream of Awareness. But I'm glad. I hope the Botox shots work. I've heard that I heard great things about them, so I hope it does work. But yeah. Tics are definitely a doozy. He's had it for 20 years. Oh my gosh. Well, I will be praying for him. That's a long time. But yeah, dang. I got rice. Yeah, they help. They help with excessive saliva. Oh, okay, that's awesome. I'm glad they help. No! Okay. It's locked again. Let me just attempt. Yeah, no, if I can't, I physically, like, I can't move it, Emery. When it's locked like this, I feel like if I were to actually, like, manually put some pressure there, which I'm using a little bit, but with a lot of pressure, I feel like something would snap. So I'm not gonna do that. Am I West? Yes, I am from Western Canada. I am from Alberta. Misty, that is why I fell in love with Sticking Together Family. It's the most validating group. Oh, I'm so glad, Jonah. I love that you guys have found validation and support here. If you guys aren't already a part of the Discord community, there is friendly. And, like, okay, you guys, like, want to know, like, real talk? Hang on. The Discord link is in my description. So if you want to join Discord, please, join. It's in the description down below on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, it's on my YouTube, but it's also in my Twitch About page. You guys, the funniest thing about these locking tics is when you do them, like, you get really sweaty. Like, you get really hot because, okay, I'm gonna move it. It's coming out. It's like, okay, there we go. It's like, your body becomes, like, so, like, warm that you just get really sweaty, and it's uncomfortable, so, kind of TMI weird talk. Stream of Awareness, no, you didn't trigger it. It's been happening all night. You've been locking up a lot tonight. Yeah, maybe because we've been talking about it, probably. But also, like, it happens a lot. But I'm really sweaty. Didn't mean to ask to make you try. No, of course. I didn't, like, purposely do that. That was, my tic got triggered and it happened. It wasn't because I was meaning to at all. Dystonic Tic's new workout, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, dystonic tics suck. I'm gonna try and play with this. My arm, oh my lord, it hurts. Pain makes you sweatier, hotter. Interesting, I never actually knew that. But I guess that makes sense. But yeah, they are painful for sure. Yeah, imagine your limbs becoming like a spandex suit. Like, imagine your limbs just going, like, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not a trigger, but just, like, straight out. That can be your next Ticks as a person skit. Yeah. But imagine your arm just completely going from, like, limp to full-on straight out. Like, and then it's, like, completely locked. I got rice. Is it hard to go to sleep at night because of ticking? Honestly, no. Like, maybe. It depends on the night. Like, some nights I tick up until the very moment I fall asleep. Other nights I tick less. I never tick in my sleep. But I say falling asleep is definitely harder some nights, especially when my ticks are bad. So yeah. I'm trying to... I can get it back to a cube, but I made this. Which also causes you to sweat, yeah. Yeah, same with me, Misty. When I'm too tired, I don't have a lot of tics. When I'm not tired, and my mind is going haywire, that's when I have a lot of tics, and it does... I struggle to fall asleep. I just want to make this into a cube. I'm almost there. I made this, which is like half of the cube. There we go, I did it! Cubed it up. Most nights it's not, but some nights it can be difficult. I've got to go to the store and get some pecans. Okay! Awesome. Shauna, you are a friend. We are all friends here. My body loves to do that all over jerk as I'm falling asleep. Oh yeah, I feel that. It's a pyramid. Yeah, it was a pyramid, but now it is a cube. I love Shishibo cubes, you guys. No! And this one, my wrist has also chosen to bend backwards. How can I show you guys this? I don't know. Let's just wait this out. Goodbye, Liam. Have a good night. My wrist is hurting. My wrist is hurting. Okay, bend. Okay, it's bending, but my wrist is locked. And this is also dystonic. Just having your wrist locked. This happens way more often than you would think. I'm pretty sure that's called pecan bread. This sucks. Both of my wrists are locked. And this one time happened to me for like half an hour. So let's pray. Pray doesn't last that long. Let's just do this. If you can make it into a star, you are 2 moves from cube. Go from cube to crown, bend the 2 sides. Okay. I feel that. It's reliable. Okay, Misty. I appreciate that. My wrists are locked. Like this. And I'm itchy. My wrists can't even bend that far, right? Mine usually don't, but they're stuck. And it's like if I tried to bend them back, it would probably like hurt a tendon or something. Dystonic tics are weird, man. But yeah, if someone came on this stream right now, they'd be like, wow, she's not ticking. Little do you know, this is a tick. Like, this is a tick, you guys. Okay. And they're hurting a lot. Okay, I think they're... Hang on. Okay, there we go. Nope. I wish there was something we could do to help. No worries. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Jonah. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Dystonic kicks suck. I'm so sorry I triggered you. Oh my gosh. I got rice. Maybe if I just, like, sit on my hands or something, that might be better. I apologize for triggering anyone if I am triggering anyone. I'm not intending on it. Okay, let's just... No. I tried to say I live just south of Alberta, but something I said triggered mods. Oh no, I'm sorry. Do you live in Montana? I apologize. I didn't even know I had mods on there. Pears. Interesting. Very cool. You're close to me. Very cool. America is very cool. It's very interesting how, like, different America and Canada is. Okay, okay, we did it. You're free. 60 miles from the border. Okay, very cool, Pears. When it reflexes, pick up your cube. Okay, yeah, very good idea. It relaxed. Let's pick up the cube. No, honestly, I feel like that's gonna make it worse. I'm gonna just put my hands down. Twitch has an auto mod system. Iowa, interesting. When it relaxes, yeah. Twitch has an auto mod system. Very interesting. I apologize, Pears. Yeah, if you're on Twitch, apparently there's auto mods. Good night, Stream of Awareness. Thank you so much for being here and spending time with us. We love you greatly. Thanks for being here. See you next time, hopefully. Yeah. You should see how different America is from America. We're different state to state, city to city. Yeah, that's very true, Misty. I've only ever been to California. So, like, it's probably very different, like, eastern or, like, even middle of America. Like, every place seems different. I've only ever been to, like I said, California, where Will lives, but I'd love to see... I got rice. I'm friendly. I'd love to see more of the states. But same with Canada. Is that the Discord chat or something? Pears, it's on YouTube. I'm concurrently screaming, oh my gosh. Concurrently streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So my main platform is on YouTube at Ticking Together, but I also stream on Twitch. So the other chat is coming from YouTube and you're coming from Twitch. Even California has its entirely unique areas. Very true, Emery. Very true. SF, LA, and SAC are also different, for example. Very true. California's freaking huge. I love the city Will's from. I obviously won't say it, but it's a very cute city. I got rice. But yeah, if you guys are here, and if you're on YouTube, give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. If you're just hanging out in the live stream, if you're just lurking even, every thumbs up means a lot to me because it pushes my content out there. So if you would like to give it a thumbs up, just a little click of a button means a lot to me. So if you haven't done that already, please do. Yeah, Will is from, I think, NorCal. I don't know. It's bizarre in Arizona. All houses and buildings are beige. Interesting. Very interesting. NorCal. Okay, he is from NorCal. I didn't know if it was considered NorCal. I'm not gonna, like, I don't know, you guys. I'm not American at all. I will let him answer. I got rice. My arm is really wanting to lock again. Let's hope it doesn't. Like Carly's stuff. It is easy. Thank you, Will. Yeah, just a little tiny like. Means a lot. But farthest west I've been is Idaho. Very cool, Misty. Did you know my favorite movie is based in Idaho? Napoleon Dynamite. It didn't lock there. That was good. Idaho looks beautiful. It's very flat, but it looks beautiful. And it is where Napoleon Dynamite is from. Buy Carly's stuff. It is easy. You guys, if you want to check out my merch, my website is still tickingtogether.com. I sell a lot of cool merch. That's funny, Emery. That's your favorite movie too? Oh my gosh, Travel Times 1 twinning. I love Napoleon Dynamite. I got rice. I love it. It's just like, there's barely any plot, which makes it like so enjoyable. It's just the most mindless movie. You sit there and you watch it and you just feel like you're hanging out with Napoleon and Kip and Pedro and what's her name again? Oh my gosh, Deb. Deb. I almost blanked. I love it. I just love that movie beyond anything. Oh my gosh, no way. Jonah, you're probably lying, but like if that was true, that'd be so cool. I think I saw that when I was a kid. Misty is so good. I thought he was from Central. Ask him. I don't know. Don't forget Tina. Tina, eat the food. Yes, I love Deb. She's so cute. With her, like, side ponytail. Napoleon Dynamite is literally, like, such a good movie. Kayla, I'm so glad your tick attack stopped. Welcome back. It's good to see ya. I'm very glad. It's always so relieving when your tick attack is done after, like, having it for however long you did. That sucks. I'm glad it's better now. And this just locked again, but that's okay. Glamour shots by Deb. Oh my gosh. The whole movie is just cinematic gold. Cinematic gold. If I could pick one movie to have to watch for the rest of my life, one movie, it would be Napoleon Dynamite. Hands down. Misty, I was never into action movies, unfortunately. I was into, like, the, like, rom-com, zero plot, like, chill movie. This is really hurting. Tina, eat your lard, yeah. I love Glamour Shots by Deb. Uncle Rico is so dumb. I hate him, but he's funny. Can I spam an A? Probably not. I wouldn't recommend spamming. What are we talking about? I know I missed a lot. Kayla, we're currently talking about the movie Napoleon Dynamite. And we were talking about dystonic tics. So, for example, my wrist is locked like this right now. Fun times. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It was ahead of its time, definitely. I want to show you pictures of my snails. Remember when I made Carly talk about snails? Yeah, Emery, that was funny. We talked about snails for like a solid 15 minutes. In the Twitch, or no, in the Discord, please put pictures of your snails. If you haven't already. I don't think you have. I would love to see your snails. Oh my gosh, yeah, Jonah. The time machine that him and... I honestly love Kip. Kip and LaFonda are like couple goals. Okay, be right back, Rose Dog Cat. Okay. Hold on, guys. I forgot to add the crystals. Oh, I love it. Now we're just like nichely. We're talking about niche things. Napoleon Dynamite. Misty, it's a quote from Napoleon Dynamite. I'm sorry if we're leaving you out. We're not meaning to. Basically, like, if you haven't watched it, like, you definitely should. It's so funny. But Kip and Uncle Rico decide to, like, buy this, like, time travel device from online. And apparently, like, you have to put... It's hard to explain. You need to watch it, but it's just so funny. It's so funny. The onion ring scene with Kip and LaFonda, oh my gosh. When, like, oh my gosh, when they're at the picnic table, and they, like, Kip has socks on, and he's, like, petting LaFonda's foot, oh my gosh. Adds totally unrelated quotes for fun, thank you, Misty. LaFonda is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I'm 100% positive she's my soulmate. Oh my gosh, and the end scene, like the bonus scene when, like, when Kip and LaFonda are getting married and he sings that song. Why do you love me? Why do you need me? Always and forever. I love it. I love it so much. The whole movie, as I said, is cinematic gold. Like, I honestly think Like, oh, that movie is just, I want to watch it now. I'm in the mood to watch Napoleon Dynamite. Hey, it did it. Hey, Lizzie, welcome. I'm good. How are you? Welcome to chat. Since you are new, my name is Carly. I have Tourette's. A lot of us in the chat also have Tourette's, but you're always welcome even if you don't. So I have tics, and the goal of my channel here is to break the stigma that surrounds Tourette's, provide education, and make people with Tourette's a little bit more understood. So welcome. Kayla, it is currently 11:03 p.m. for me. I got rice. But yeah, welcome to everyone who's new. But I would totally recommend to anyone who hasn't seen Napoleon Dynamite, please watch it. It's such a good movie. Got rice. You guys, I'm probably going to head off for the night soon. It's getting a little late. Maybe we'll go for 20. Let's go for 2 hours. So that's 20 more minutes. 23 more minutes we'll go for. We'll try. I will try and stay that long, but don't hold me to it. What the heck? Emery? That's so bizarre. No, it's just pictures of your snail? I'm sorry. I wonder why it's not letting you. Let me see if they appeared. Did you add them in pets? I wonder why. I'm very sorry. Oh my gosh, Napoleon. Get your own tots. I don't think so, Emery. That's very bizarre. I'm sorry. Takes and stuff pocket. Yeah. I see you're drinking. What was it? I see you're drinking 2%. Is that because you think you're fat? Because you're not. You could be drinking whole if you wanted. The endless amount of quotes. I got rice. Literally. Napoleon Dynamite. Like, oh, I love it. Good night, Misty. Hope you have a lovely evening. Welcome back, Rose Dog Cat. Sleep well, Misty. Play with your shishibo. It let you send one. Okay, Emery, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go look at pets. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna see if I can show you. If you're not on the Discord, this is what you're missing. Literal snails. Oh my gosh, so cute. I got rice. My phone's dying. Night, Misty. We love you. I love cinnamon hearts. It's a problem. And I only have them when I'm on stream. So it's like my stream snack. Which is like bad because it's candy. I got rice. But fun fact. I never eat candy. I hate candy. Except for like very specific candy. So like. I don't eat like chewy candy. Or like gummies. I hate. Literally hate the texture. Or like, and that's like most candy. I like hard candy, but it depends. Okay, good night, Kayla. I'm sorry, Emery. That's so weird that it's flagging it. I'm sorry. I got rice. Okay, guys, what should we do for the last 19 minutes? Should we talk about... What should we talk about? Like, what's your favorite movie? If you haven't left it in the chat yet, and we've been talking about movies for so long, I got rice. Let me know what your favorite movie is and why. And, like, leave the why so I know why I should watch it. Because, like, I hate watching movies. My ADHD brain cannot, like, sit down and watch a movie unless it's, like, a movie that has no plot, like Napoleon Dynamite, or, like, hockey on TV where there's no plot. But, like, if there's a plot that I have to follow, you know, that's where I'm like, ugh. So, like, really, really sell your movie to me. Napoleon, the leftovers in the fridge. No, the leftovers are disgusting. I don't care, Napoleon. Just go make yourself a damn quesadilla. I know they're called quesadillas, but Kip says oh no, Grandma says quesadilla. My favorite movie. Oh gosh, The Conjuring. No. So what are your tics right now? Do you have a tic which you hate? You're from... Oh, welcome. So my tics right now, I have a lot. For example, this neck thing I'm doing is a tic. When I say huh every so often, that's a tic. I have a lot of vocal tics you'll hear. Flicking my wrist like this is a tic. You'll notice anything that I do which isn't, like, normal looking. That's most of the time a tic. And honestly, Lizzie, I hate most of my tics. I would say the ones I hate the most are the painful ones. Such as, like, punching myself or, like, holding along, like, a dystonic tic like we talked about earlier. I do not like most of my tics, so yeah. Emery, The Lion King is my favorite movie. I love The Lion King. That's awesome. I do love, like, all Disney movies. I think they're such fun and so good, and they have such a good story and such a good lesson, and I love Disney. I also, you guys, now I'm on a Disney movie kick. I love Disney. Onyx, welcome back. How have you been? It's good to see you again. I got rice. But yeah, Disney. You know what Disney movie I love, like, beyond love, and I think this honestly, like, might have to be my favorite. Beauty and the Beast. Like, every time I watch it, I get chills. I just love it. And it's like, I love it. And I want to watch it again. So, like, maybe... Yeah, Rose Dog, I don't know why you laugh at horror movies either. I mean, like, each their own. I personally cannot watch horror movies. I get terrified. But, like, I'm glad you think they're funny. I think they're terrifying. Did you like any of the Disney remakes? I did like the Disney remake of Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was really good. Obviously the original is way better. But I did like the remake. What other remakes did they do? I haven't really watched a lot of them, honestly. Oh, I loved Turning Red. Can't do horror movies either. Yeah, Emery. I'm just terrified of horror movies. Turning Red was so cute. I never watched Coco. Beauty and the Beast is my mom's favorite movie. Aw, Onyx, that's so cute. I'm glad your mom likes it. Oh, Emery, I didn't see the Lion King remake, so that's one I haven't seen. Auden, hi! Welcome to the live stream. How are ya? Yeah, the Lion King remake didn't look that good. Watch Coco, it's so good. Do you like Frozen? I love Elsa and Anna. I saw you singing in one of the live streams. I love Frozen. Elsa and Anna are so cool. I don't really want to sing right now. Maybe we'll sing in a bit. But I do love to sing. I do have a music channel on YouTube under Carly K Music. So if you really want to see me sing, you can look there. Auden, what's wrong? Out rice. Frozen 2 is... I really liked both Frozens, Emery. I think both Frozens are both really good. I heard they're making Frozen 3, and I'm excited because Frozen in general, I love it. And I don't know. I think it's just a great movie all the way around. Both of them are really great. I remember the first time I went to Frozen 1 in theaters, I didn't know it was a musical. And as soon as I started singing, I was like, I love. I got rice. Both are good, but I really love the second one. Yeah. Emery, Auden, I'm so sorry. That's very sad. Just May, welcome back. I might sing a little bit. I'm not warmed up though. I always sing the song from Frozen, the lullaby. So we're gonna wrap it up with that. Where the north wind meets the sea, there's a river full of memory. Come, my darling, homeward bound. When all is lost, then all is found. In her waters, deep and true, lie the answers and a path for you. Dive down deep into her sound, but not too far or you'll be drowned. Yes, she will sing to those who hear, and in her song all magic flows. But can you brave what you most fear? Can you face what the river knows? Where the north wind meets the sea, there's a mother full of memory. Come, my darling, homeward bound. When all is lost, then all is found. Okay, there we go. That was singing. Yes, lads and ladies, please remember to keep the dumping, trauma dumping to a minimum. Venting is more allowed on our Discord server. I am very sorry, Auden. But we also don't want to be triggering anyone. So just keep the trauma dumping to a minimum on live streams. But it is more welcome on the Discord server. But again, I am so sorry that happened. But I don't mean to be rude. It just makes it less of a safe space for all of us. So just trying to keep that a safe space. Bro, your singing is heavenly, I swear to God. Thank you. Thank you for saying something, Will. Also, my favorite song is You by Genuinely. Cool. Will, what is a good non-binary option? A salt and pepper. Okay, Auden, no worries. I'm sorry that happened, and I hope we can make it a little bit of a lighter mood here. But I hope you guys like this song. I like to sing that song all the time. Lads, ladies, and lentils. Lads, ladies, and lentils. I got rice. I got rice. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna head off in a few minutes. It's been almost 2 hours of fun, and we've loved it. We've had a great time. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Lads, ladies, and lentils, right? It's funny. Is laddie gender neutral? Maybe. Probably Onyx. I'm not sure what that's responding to. I got rice. You sound so pretty when you're singing. Thank you, Rose Dog. I'm glad you liked my singing. Again, if you guys want to check out my music channel, it is Carly K Music. And I have a lot of songs I post on there. I don't post there very often. It's more when I was younger. I made a lot of content singing when I was little. Not little, but like 14 to 21 maybe. I don't post a lot recently. But I would love if you guys would follow. Always look forward to our live group. Me too, Jonah. Auden, I'm glad you're painting your nails. That's a good distraction. It's definitely important to distract yourself when traumatic things happen. At rice. You guys, I have a problem with how good these are. Cinnamon hearts. Love them. It's funny, whenever anyone asks me to sing, I always sing that song, the Frozen song. It's just like so pretty. It's in the perfect range. Oh, I love it. I'm glad Auden painted them her favorite color. That's very good. A very nice way to remember her and memorialize that. I got rice. I hope that we can cheer you up a little bit, but also it's good to paint your nails to distract and get your mind off things. The click always says laddies, lasses, and lassos. Oh, that's funny. I like that. I got rice. One sec, I need to get some socks. Okay. Auden, same. Like, when I'm focusing on something similar like that, I don't tick too. So, it's really good to take a break from severe ticking, such as doing things that are captivating, like, take up your focus. It's very good. I'm glad that helps so many of us to do things that we focus on. Like when we're focusing our tics lesson. That's always so helpful and so, like, relieving. After the UV light. Oh gosh. Are you doing like gel nails? That sounds stressful. But also it's a good thing to distract yourself with, as I said. I got rice. Oh my gosh, yes. Tale as old as time. true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Random question, do you ever do online tests for stuff you already know you have? Yes. I did an online test to see if I had Tourette's, and it said I did, but it's just funny because the test was so, like, it didn't make sense, but I do that a lot, Rose Dog. Yes, definitely post it, Auden, in the Discord tomorrow. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see. I love Beauty and the Beast, you guys. There's a Discord. Yes, Onyx, there is a Discord. Link is in the description of the video. Yes, as Will said. In the very bottom, like the last link is my Discord link. So please join. I'm often talking to all my peeps in there. So if you would like to chat with a fellow tickers and like-minded people, the Ticking Together Discord channel is always open. Jonah, you did it too. Auden. Also, hi, Will. Yes, Will is here. Will is loved here. We love Will. You guys, literally, look at it again. Look at this ring he gave me. Like, is that not the most beautiful? Like, it's hard to, like, do it justice on camera. But it, like, has different, like, it's sparkly. It's pretty. It makes me feel like a princess. So, I love his ring he gave me. I'm very lucky. You guys, literally, like, Will, he likes to say he double ringed me. He gave me this ring in Canada. Hang on. Give me this ring in Canada. Then he gave me this ring in America. So, I'm so lucky. Holy, I forgot I was watching your stream and you haven't talked. Oh, I'm sorry, Just May. Auden, Misty was here, but she went to sleep. That ring is so pretty, thank you. Will is our king, Carly is our queen. Oh my gosh. Well, Carly, I'm happy about all the live streams, but if you need help scripting for a video, let me know. Of course, Emery. I'm gonna probably make some sit-down videos soon. As I said at the beginning, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but my health has been real bad. To the point where I'm just like, I don't even want to, like, make sit-down videos. And live streams are so much easier. But I will make sit-down videos soon, I promise. And I might reach out to you if I do need some help. So thank you for the request. I'm on your Discord, but I don't talk much in it. No worries, Rose Dog. Gorgeous. Mia, hello! What's going on? We're just hanging out, but I am leaving right away. I do apologize. He liked it so much he put a ring on it. Not once, but twice, right? Ah, I'm so lucky. Okay, but y'all are slaying. I was. That's why I said that. Okay, thank you, Emery. I appreciate it. Sorry, my memory is a little bit bad. I don't always remember who's here for what, but I appreciate it greatly. But yeah, you guys, I've been on for 2 hours. It's getting late. It's 11:30 p.m. almost. I should probably go seeps. I am going to wrap up the live stream here. I do apologize if you've just joined. I have to sneeze. If you've just joined, I do apologize, but I am going to head off. I have to sneeze, you guys. I muted myself for the sneeze, so we're good. But thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up on YouTube because every thumbs up helps immensely. Leave a comment on this video after the live stream is over saying hi or whatever the case, because also comments really help, not just in the live chat, but on the actual video file. I would appreciate that. But I appreciate you guys being here. Are you going to stream tomorrow? I'm not sure. Potentially. We'll have to see. Again, if you guys don't have my notifications turned on, please turn them on, because every time I live stream, you will get notified. I also post in my Discord every time I do go live, so stay tuned to that. I got rice. But thank you guys for being here. As always, we are learning together, we're laughing together, and we're taking together. Have a wonderful evening, you guys. And thanks for hanging out. Love you all so much. Bye.